Go get a beer.
Hey, I
We'll
sent
get right in the middle.
Guru. I sent the track. I sent the
Good
track.
evening. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
my bad.
Yeah, caught in the middle of it. Well, good evening, everybody. It's June 22nd, the first full day of the summer solstice, and we're live with Dre, and of course, my boy, the social justice warrior. How you guys doing tonight?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? We're back at it again tonight on Monday night version.
Yeah. I'll be right
Stream
back.
only. Yeah, Dre's got to go get a beer. So, lots of things have been going on. I know we second wave. We wanted to talk about that. We're also going to talk about um, the Cabal's final moves, and then Mercury retrograde. Also, Paul, social justice. You want to talk about the Freemasons, and then that Ring of Fire. I definitely want to get to that a little bit later.
Oh man,
and then I want to.
Yeah. I'll give you a little. I have a picture here from Thailand.
Thai.
From Thailand, but the reflection. Look at the reflection it's showing from a circle sun showing an octagon.
The Ring of Fire. Oh wow!
Look at that. And everywhere in all those ancient countries, that's where they saw all this.
Really?
Yeah.
But that was yesterday. But the link you sent me was with yesterday. So what exactly did anything transpire? Because I don't remember. I remember the eclipse. I know about the Ring of Fire eclipse.
Yeah.
But I really didn't pay attention too much what was going on.
We were doing a march.
Yeah, another protest. No, I was working. I was waxing.
It wasn't a protest. It's a march to bring in the new world order during this solstice time.
Right.
But my thing is, dude, there's a lot of people that are like I heard this guy say that people are doing it themselves, going to these things and giving their energy, to this, That's just like us saying, okay, come and inject me and give me whatever, I mean, people are giving up. People are just like giving their energy away.
Well, maybe they're scared.
When I think we should resist.
Maybe they're scared. Maybe people are scared.
Well, whatever.
People are. People don't know.
Yeah.
What did I miss? What's going on?
We were talking about the Ring of Fire, and SWJ was showing some the hexagon. If you can see off of the Ring of Fire, it looks like a hexagonal light that was coming off the pentagram, I guess.
From Thailand.
From Thailand. Wow.
Thai.
But what are they? What's that? They cover up the sun, and the reflection is a hexagon.
Well, I don't know if they covered up the sun, but then the reflection is a hexagon coming from all those other countries.
Well, that Saturn has a part on the top of Saturn that has a hexagon shaped.
Right now,
it's always been there. Hold on, let me type it up so you can see it.
But yeah, lots of stuff going on. Obviously, the second wave everywhere. I mean, it seems like every state, especially that we're here in Florida, the viruses, man, the cases are going up, and it's crazy.
Yeah. Did you see the article about the Tyson company?
The who?
The Tyson company.
No.
Production company. They already had 200 cases. Nobody had symptoms. They tested a lot of people. A lot of people came back with positive. So I think the second wave is coming soon, man.
You see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, and the North Pole has a hexagon vortex.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a.
Look at that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Nah.
Explain that.
What can you believe now, man? I mean,
look at this shit, bro.
That's weird. That's a hexagon.
Yeah. It's a vortex. Yeah. It's a storm. It's a storm, bro.
But a hexagonal?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Bad.
I'll,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much what's going on with that retrograde. You know, I searched a little bit on it, but
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't understand much.
Yeah, I know it has to do with the like the positioning of the
Right.
planets. Well, usually when you go having a when the planet Mercury is going in reverse,
Right, that's
that's why
retrograde.
they call it retrograde. So,
Right. It
but I
moves
think
back.
yeah, but we're in a position in the galaxy in astrology right now where I want to say that Mercury and Jupiter are going in reverse.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Now, what does that? Now, what does that mean? Like for us laymen's here, that are like, okay, yeah, there's planets that are doing their thing. They've been doing that for thousands of years. What does that have to do with what's going on now?
Oh well, I mean, I'm not I have a friend who's an astrologist, and she knows this like to the T. She has
Right.
followers. She has a
Right.
YouTube.
Right.
But what it means. Hold on, let me go back here.
Because I
What?
do know, like, when you have certain alignments of planets,
Right.
certain
Right.
people tend to like, oh, the planets are aligned this month, so that means that we're in
Right.
the constellation of this constellation. The planets are in this constellation, so that means certain things might happen or certain things may go
Right.
down. So trying to see that with Mercury retrograde, does that mean what like shit's about to go down?
Yeah, no, it means you gotta
It doesn't
basically.
affect- Sorry.
Yeah, no. It's like you gotta be careful on. They say don't make any commitments or contracts or try to do something. It's I mean, you can avoid you can't avoid some things you have to do, but
Yeah, depending
make
on your
sure. Yeah, you got to double check things. You got to make sure that
What's up?
you got to be very careful. It's not like this is a time where shit could just like steamroll. Like if you did something, it could just keep going and going in a bad way. You know what I mean?
but,
Yeah,
but
what's up?
does it
Yeah.
depend on your birth chart? Like
Uh,
for some
each
people are
one
very-
it depends. Like there's a Mercury retrograde every. Okay, so
4 years,
the
every
one
4
for
years.
2020 is between February 18th to March 9th, and then the water sign is Pisces, and it ends in Aquarius. Now this is like when you use your charts and shit, but right now June 17th to July 12th in water sign Cancer. So and the next Mercury retrograde is October 13th to November 3rd. So when I think when it falls in your sign, it gets it's very effective.
Yeah,
I'm not too much into it like that. Oh, look,
Gotcha,
Eddie,
gotcha.
Eddie, I don't know the whole
Yeah,
thing
what's
about
up,
it, but
Eddie?
they say don't don't do contracts. Hold on, let me just so we could
yeah, I heard something like that too. That's when your coffee's gonna spill on your shirt or something.
yeah. I mean, but it's
Yeah,
funny
I mean,
because
like I said, people are into that.
yeah. I mean, you could predict, you can guide your shit. You could have less if you don't want to, like. You got to be careful in doing so many. Like, if you have a job or something where you, I don't know, like do too many contracts, or you have a lot of jobs where maybe you want to like not slow down, but be careful on the ones you choose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just
Well, I
gotta
just got a new
cross your
job,
teeth.
so I got a new
Yeah.
job, so
Yeah,
and I got it before the 17th, so I think
right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's good.
I thought that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I do Aquarius. Is that something else? Aquarius time or no? That passed. Is that passed and now it's Mercury retrograde? I don't know much about it.
Yeah. No. The thing is, hold on. The retrograde is apparent the change in the movement of the planet through the sky. It's not real in that the planet does not physically start moving backwards in its orbit. It just appears to do so because of the relative position of the planet
Right.
on
Right,
Earth and
right,
how they're
right.
moving around the sun.
Right.
So
Retrograde it doesn't work. Doesn't move backwards. It's because remember we're one planet. We're
right,
not the center of the galaxy, unlike some people. The way people think we're not the center of the universe. So the way the other planets move, it may look like it's actually going backwards. It's not. It has to do with the movement of the
right.
planets and yeah.
Right. And Mercury is known as the planet that rules all communication, based on astrologists. It means that Mercury appears to retrograde, the people may experience communication issues, problems, technology. They say don't try to fix your car during this time. I mean, look at me. Look what happened to me.
Yeah.
That's just the example. I was changing my fucking thermostat and I was on the last screw, bro, and I turned the fucking thing and I broke the whole housing.
Over tighten it.
Bah! Right. This happened to me last week, so I shouldn't even mess with it, man. But I had to. I have to fix it because my coolant was leaking. My oil was I was losing oil. I would have blew up my car, bro, if I wouldn't have tried to fix it.
But going back to like astrology and not like numbers even. I mean, people follow this like religiously. Like they follow, like you said, the stars, occult, constellations.
These people, the Illuminati, they follow this shit to the T, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. They know about this shit. They line up numbers with dates and everything.
Horoscope comes from the word Horus.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Yep.
It's crazy, bro.
No, that's the way it is, man. But I don't think that retrograde's gonna help us in this new second wave and stuff.
No.
I don't know what's going. I mean, a lot of that. I mean, I think it's just. And I hate to jump back into politics, but a lot of these red states and it's politically they wanted to get everything back open again, so they jumped the gun. You look in New York was one of the worst hit states, and right now their cases are nil. And why? Because they shut everything down. They shut it down for damn near 3 months, and now they're starting to reopen slowly. And this is the biggest city in the world. And so far, I mean, time's going to tell, but their cases are nil. But other Florida, Texas, the governor came out today and says, "Listen, this is a problem." He finally had to admit it. He says, "This is getting bad." Dallas ICU beds are full. West Palm Beach, I heard they're almost full. There's 1 or 2 hospitals the ICU beds are full. And now the state of Florida, DeSantis is changing how they're going to classify the ICU beds. Eddie jumped in. So I mean, it's messed up.
Eddie told me the same thing. His mom works at his mom works in the hospital. There he goes. Hey, what's up? What's up, E, man? Tell her you hear what we talking about, right?
Yeah, I've been hearing it, man. But see, the problem is y'all saying the second wave. The first wave's got to finish before the second wave starts.
Correct. Right. Is it? Yeah.
So
correct.
This is just a continuation.
Right.
When New York gets hit again, as bad as they got hit the first time, they'll be getting their second wave. We're just getting our first wave. No, you can hope all you want, bro, but it's reality.
I just want to ride the wave.
You know what I mean? Texas, we're finally getting, for months, we were like, oh, we're good. Because the shit didn't get here. It's finally here. Like, my mom says the hospital is gearing up like no tomorrow. Like, Katy, where I'm at, we're supposedly one of the highest COVID places in Houston right now. Like,
Katy?
It's going to get fucked up. Katy, Texas.
Yeah,
my girl, a friend of mine lives out there, Maria. She's a teacher out there in Katy.
Yeah, she ain't been teaching for a while then.
No. She just transferred there. She was at another high school. Now she's at a middle school in Katy. It's like right outside.
Nah, but
I was like, I ain't heard that.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been feeling sick, but it could just be a regular sickness. You know what I mean? I ain't coughing.
You may have it, for all we know.
Hey, I
don't know. Yesterday I was drinking soda and I couldn't even taste it. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got the virus.
Nah, man.
Virus.
I had.
But look,
it might just be a regular. The thing is, the problem is, it can't. It could just be a regular fucking. What happened to people just getting sick?
Yeah, yeah,
People
Right.
like, does that not exist anymore?
Listen,
Like,
I
Of
got
course,
sick,
of
bro. I got
course.
sick in the middle of March when the shit started, and yo, they wouldn't even let me. I went to the hospital. They wouldn't even test me, bro. I told
You
my
got the
doctor.
virus.
I told my doctor today. He was like, "Don't get me started." I was like, "Calm down,
yo,
man." He's like, "This is
my
some
You got the
bullshit."
virus.
my
Yeah.
cousin works for Spirit Airline, and they didn't allow. Spirit was denying him access to take tests because they didn't want to. You know what I mean? Really look at the facts. He lost 30
Yep.
pounds,
Yep.
and they tested him 3 months later. He finally got tested 3 months later, and he came up positive, bro. 3 months
See?
after
Yeah.
he showed symptoms and everything. The only thing is he didn't have a
Tony.
fever. Like they're basing it. Oh, you don't got COVID if you don't have a fever. Not everybody gets fevers, bro. Like
Right. It's
it's
different.
Yeah, everybody. I think everybody at the end of last year, everybody got really freaking sick with whatever it was. There was some type of shit going around that everybody caught and got it differently. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna get the same cold as Sean, you know, as Eddie. We're not gonna get all the same cold and the same symptoms, but it could
this
be
is
the
me
same
smoking weed.
strain. You know what I mean?
The only way you're gonna know is by getting tested.
Right, right.
Unfortunately, that's the only way.
Well,
Yeah,
I went to
but
get
I'm good.
I did my blood work today, and they're gonna see if I have the antibodies or if I got in contact with it. They're gonna check. So
But don't be surprised. A lot of people have probably already got it, and it's just
Well,
it's one of
you know,
those
whoever
things, man.
got
It
it,
goes to a
it
lot
might
of
be a
people.
good thing for the people that got it. They might not get it again, but we don't know, bro.
We don't know exactly. They don't
But
know,
this
or if they
this
don't want to tell
no,
us.
they got to keep the fear up, bro. You got to keep that fear up, bro. You got to
but
keep
that's
it
the thing.
scared.
That's the thing. You're saying that, but the government is not keeping the fear up, Drake. The government's trying to downplay it. Like this shit's dying out. So that kind of contradicts, you know what I mean? That because if the government's telling you it ain't real, it's going down, it's dying. How you doing, Angie?
What's up, Ange?
You know what I mean?
What's up, Ange?
The problem is
Mhm.
they don't want to admit to the counts of people that are going to die and the test. Like he said it, the test looks bad on him. Yo, at some point somebody's got to be like, yo, fuck what it looks like on you. What is it looking on American people? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the
We're the
thing
ones
is,
getting.
I know, but there's too many things that are riding on at this time. This time is such a crucial time that that don't be surprised if some even more crazy shit pops off. You know what I mean? Because the
Bro,
people
the way
trying.
this year's been going, that's all.
No, I know, but what I'm saying even crazier, like aliens or whatever the fuck. Like I already been told. I already been told Guru about the cabal, the Illuminati. These guys they got a whole bunch of shit in their hands, but they're in short time to make shit happen to get Trump out. You know what I mean? So they're gonna pull out their couple of final cards, I think.
They
And
ain't
they're
got to
still
do. No, all they got to do is let that man just keep talking. They ain't got to do nothing for him to get out of office, bro.
nah,
All they
man,
got to
I love
do,
it.
no, the American people are going to outvote. The only thing is, comes down to the them damn states because all he has to do is win. You know what I mean? The majority, because they need to change the way the voting system is. Majority should win. Bottom line, that college shit is overrated. You know what I mean? That could be manipulated, but Trump ain't man. He's digging his own grave, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That man is so full of shit, bro, and it's hard that people don't see it, bro. Like any other person, we would call out for the half of the bullshit that he says, but they try to like it's okay. He didn't mean it. He was joking.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. Let's let the man talk over there. I don't know his name.
Ooh.
You, sir.
That's
You're over there just quiet and taking it all in.
I don't know. I'm just seeing what's going on, man. I mean, what else could it be, man? I mean, everybody has a different point of view of what it is. I don't believe
right.
in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's me. I mean, you're gonna come and give me a shot? No, I mean,
Right.
I'm gonna decide what's gonna go in my body and when. But what the government's doing is, I think, is forcing you to do it. And they're giving you all these things
Yeah, but
that are going on that, hey, now you have to do it, you know? I
see,
mean,
they've been doing that to us for years.
yeah, yeah,
Now you're
yeah.
seeing this because of this virus,
Yo, can you
but
hear
it's
me?
been going on forever.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No,
I mean,
you're blank.
I don't believe it.
There you go. Yeah, I I I, I don't believe. I believe there is a virus. Don't believe they're going to come out with a cure anytime soon. And whatever comes out, it's not going to be nothing that's going to save us because you can't come out with a vaccine that quick. You know what I mean? Like it's impossible. I don't give a damn what they said. If not, they would have been cure HIV, AIDS. You know what I mean? And they've been doing that for what, 40 fucking years, if not more.
Yeah, HIV also, that's man-made too, you know? Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Well, Angie's cousin just found out she got it.
Who's that?
Her cousin. I don't know which
Oh, your
cousin she's
cousin.
talking
Oh,
about,
my
but
cousin just okay. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, you know, the thing is, it's like, you know, and I kind of agree with Paul because you know, I ain't gonna get no shit. I ain't getting no fucking vaccine, nothing put in my body. Fuck that. And it's too, like you said,
now
like
let me
Eddie
ask,
said, it's too early to even get that shit. And then, but it's all a buildup. It's all a buildup to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna be a buildup to get to that point. You know, and
Yeah.
to me, I think they fucked up. Even though there's a lot of people that died, I don't want to sound. I don't want to make it sound like it's not. You know what I mean? But it's supposed to have been a lot more. You know,
Yeah.
they were aiming for millions of people to die of this shit, and it didn't work. It didn't work out that way. You know what I mean? So
I don't know.
that's why they opened everything back up. That's why you see Miami the way it is, Florida. Like, but the thing is,
I think
people
they're just
say
not
Florida,
taking
but
it
it's not all
serious.
Florida.
Yeah, they don't want
Nobody
the
say
economy. They don't want to take, you know, the economy. You know what I mean?
that's every red state.
Yep.
The Republicans are going to play it like it's not affecting anybody because they want the economy. They want just people to go back to work. Like it's funny because I spoke to I made a phone call today to the IRS, right? And they're like, "Well, sir, you gotta be a little bit more patient. We have short staffed." So my comment to her, the person was like, "Well, I thought the country was back open. Y'all rushing us to get back to work. Why the fuck aren't y'all packed? You know what I mean? The deadline to file your taxes is July 15th. Why the fuck are y'all still working on minimum staff if there is no problems? If there's everything is fine and dandy,
Right.
why the fuck aren't y'all working? But y'all want us to go work since we don't have $1 billion jobs, and you know what I mean? It's all about
Yeah, because we're going
poor
back
people,
to
bro.
the slave master shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hey, it's okay. I could lose a couple of slaves as long as I get most of them working.
I could, I can always get more because there's a bunch of them unemployed, so I can always bring in more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which,
Yes.
hey,
And if it really gets bad, they'll just open the border.
which,
Or
Mhm.
let the Mexicans and all the wetbacks come.
which ones are the red states?
Texas, Arizona, shit, mostly all the South, Florida,
Georgia.
Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana.
Okay.
Uh,
'Cause
there's a few of them that are flip states, like Florida.
say that because I saw a video and it was some information. It was saying that those red states or something like that, that they were going to get hit hard, you know, with the virus.
Because they're not taking it serious. They don't
Yeah.
take it serious. Like Houston today put into mandatory that you have to wear a mask. If you're out
Yeah,
in
I see that.
public, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah,
See,
you
man.
see that's messed
But
up.
nobody's gonna take that shit serious.
Yeah, that's messed up. There's a town. I want to say West Virginia. I read an article said that mandatory. The whole town has to have it. I'm like, damn, that's gonna come over here too.
That shit is crazy because,
They
bro.
already
I
they
mean,
already
I
did
hear
that
you.
in Miami.
Yeah, you
In
can't go into
Miami,
any
there's
store.
7 cities. No,
Yeah.
in Miami, in 7 cities today, they passed it even to be out in public.
Yeah.
You have to wear a
Yo,
mask.
I seen a dude. I seen a dude at Walmart that he was thugging it out with no mask. I'm looking at him like this guy don't give a shit. You could tell he's an old poppy. He was like, "Fuck this shit,
But the thing
man."
is, you just got to take it from the
There you
top,
go.
man. If you're being told from the top, you're being told, like, let's say it was a Democrat president right now, right? And he was saying that the shit is not real, it's fake, da 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 da. And the
We'll get
Republicans will be saying, "No, it's real, it's real." All the Republicans will be wearing masks. It's just you got to flip it. This is all is being like we're being toyed with as a nation, as humans.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All you can do is I wear my mask even when I go. I know this shit ain't gonna stop me from getting it. It's gonna prevent me from spreading it if I have it.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna do.
So
So if I see somebody not wearing a mask, I just try to stay the fuck away from them.
so in other words, if I don't wear a mask, your mask doesn't work. I mean,
Basically, yeah.
no sense.
No, basically, yeah, because my mask works to protect you.
Right.
Because if I have it, I can't give it to you.
But look,
But if you have it,
here's my
go
understanding.
ahead.
You guys hear me all right?
I don't think
Yeah, we hear you.
I don't want to wear a mask to protect myself from someone else that eats. I mean, there's been organic food has been out for what, 10 years at least? A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people eat meat, cokes, a lot of bad food.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that I think will get infected easier. I mean, that's just
The thing is that the infection is going to hit everybody the same. It's the degree of how sick you're going to get. Because if you're taking care of your immune system, then you're not gonna probably die from it. But like me, that I don't count my calories. I fucking eat as shitty food as possible. You know what I mean? I eat all types of tacos and menudo and all types of shit. You know what I mean? I smoke cigarettes. If I get it, I'm probably fucking gonna die because I don't take care of my body per se already.
Yeah.
But the whole mask thing is that if I have it, you don't get sick. If you have it, vice versa. Damn, Angie's cousin is the one that lives in Texas.
Ouch.
Where?
Yeah. No, it's crazy,
One
bro.
type
I
is
mean,
Texas.
everyone knows somebody that's have it. My old store manager, he got it.
Mm.
It's Danessa was saying that she knew a bunch of people that got it.
Yeah, but it's like what Paul's saying, bro. It's people that don't take care of themselves that get it, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been all
but
type of public places, man. You know what I mean? Like I wash my hands and I if I see I wear a mask if I have to, and that's it.
That's it.
I go see my mom. I don't wear a mask with my mom, because I know I'm not sick.
but
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Like, if you're not feeling good,
no, if I don't feel like if I'm feeling like shit, I'm not gonna go nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go and fucking hug everybody like an asshole.
Everybody catches the flu, right?
Yeah.
Everybody here's caught the flu.
Of course.
Some gets hit, some hit. Some of us, our flu symptoms are mild as shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Other ones, you're bed rested. You're not going anywhere, even if you wanted to. This is the same shit with this. The only problem is this is for some reason it's spreading a lot faster than any fucking flu, because we've not had no flu season that's killed this many people. You know what I mean? If you start combining all the flu seasons, you'll get to that number. But let's put it like this: it's been what, 5-6 months, and we're at 120. So that means we're 20,000 people a month are dying if you break it down.
Yep.
And there's a shit.
You're talking about the deaths of the virus?
Yeah, in this country alone.
Right, but I hear that more people die of the flu.
No, see that not in the flu. You get about 30,000-40,000 maybe a year.
Okay.
This is we are at 120. It's in 5 months. So how is that more than the flu?
Well, I don't know. I just saw some data saying that. But I don't know. I don't know how they could figure that out if this virus hasn't even been out that long. You know what I mean?
Shit, the shit's been out since December. Like in China, it was out since December. There's people that say it's actually been out longer than that. But that's the thing.
Yeah,
There's so
before
many
that,
different conspiracies, so many
November.
people
Mm-hmm.
talking because
I
there's
was just
people
gonna
saying
say
they're
that.
keeping the count of the deaths. There's people that are reporting that there's a shitload more death than 120. But they are not
Yep.
trying to let those numbers rise. So they're hush and hush, hush, hush. Most are ran by Republican states.
Yep.
Like our
Yep.
vice president,
Pneumonia.
our
Four
vice
thousand pneumonia
president,
cases in fucking Florida. Come on.
Hey, I
like,
went.
see, I always thought Florida be fucked because there's so many old people in Florida. Like, I think
Well, we
Arizona's
are.
another place. If it's really
We
going,
are. In
yeah,
Arizona too.
so is
Yep. They're
Texas, so
getting
is
it.
Arizona.
Yep. They're getting it.
Listen, I went to church this Sunday, and I had my mask on. I didn't wear a mask. I didn't wear a mask. I wore a bandana, bro. And the guy was like, "Wear a mask." I was like, "Nah, man, I'm straight, man. I ain't touching that mask." I'm like, I'm going with a bandana. If I don't
And they
give
were
a damn
giving
if
you a
I look.
mask?
Yeah, they were giving me a mask, and I was like, "Nah,
No,
man,
no,
I'm not."
no, no.
I'm
I'll
like,
bring my
I ain't,
own. I'm not wearing somebody else's mask.
nah, you know. They're like, "Well, here, take some a hand sanitizer." I was like, "All right, whatever, man."
And cover your mouth when you're walking around.
Yeah, nah,
The
just
body of Christ. Amen.
yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Pero,
what happened to Edgardo? He got off. He
mm,
jumped off.
you gotta get off. Right,
But yeah. So it's gonna get worse, and then we're gonna get that second wave eventually. It's just only a matter of time, man. So
yeah,
what else is it? You said you guys are talking about. We talked about before. You wrote down the cabal's final moves. I mean,
yeah.
we've been talking about this for months now. I mean, like what?
Mhm.
Like what? The whole population? Like another false flag? What's
Yeah, I think another
what's
false
gonna
I'm
flag.
happen,
back
guys?
in.
Another false flag is brewing. If not, you know, they got a
Yeah,
couple of
because it's
things like
getting
we talked.
crazy.
I'm telling you, they have to do this, bro. This is their move. This is their time. They're not gonna wait around and let Trump get reelected, dog.
No, I mean, they don't
He's
own the
not,
school system.
unless he
They
rigs
don't
the
own the school
votes.
system. They don't own the school system, but they own the buildings, and they
Right.
can close the buildings down. The way they've run the country before, they're changing it. They're gonna change it a different way now. That's what they want to do. That's what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
That's my understanding. We're just going along with whatever they say, man. If they want to hurry up the
I just hope
process,
he plays football. I just want to play football this year. That's all
if
I
they
care
want to hurry up the process and
about.
get
Just
everybody
get it
to
over
be
with.
a cyborg by 2045, dude, you better start chipping people and start fucking getting robots out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all,
Yeah.
man.
I just think that they like to play the role of, they always like to play the role of the Bible. They always like to follow the Bible uh predictions and
Ultra
the
numbers.
plagues and yeah. So they might that's still on the table. They might want to roll out Jesucristo coming back. You know what I mean? They're gonna.
Come on.
I'm serious. I'm telling
I
you,
don't
bro.
know, man.
Bro, you,
I,
yo,
yeah,
I read a book on this guy. He used to be a CIA operative, and he told he
Right.
read he put in the book that they put an image of Allah in one of the when they were in Iraq, and this shit was like 3 stories high, a fucking image. He said he'd seen it. He said all the guys ran out, everybody came out. They were like, "Oh my god!" But it was a
Yo, I keep
holographic
getting kicked out
image,
for some reason.
a holographic
Yeah.
image. And he said, "Yo,
And I screw this
everybody got
guy.
crazy after that, and they ended up just killing everybody." You know what I mean? And this isn't. They have this technology for a long time, bro.
yeah, just to change the subject. I saw a video again about Canada already has United Nations flag.
They had a what?
They have United Nations flags up in Canada.
A United
Those are
Nations what?
flags.
Ah,
Yeah, Canada already has United Nations flags all over the place. I saw some
ah.
videos on it. I'm like, damn, the people are going like, look, US is next. I'm like, damn.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh yeah, bro. It's around the corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people don't the thing, like, yo, I've been studying this for a long time. I mean, they did 9/11. They did
Right.
they did the last one they tried to do with you know, like we talked about before. They try to do in Las Vegas. They try to do that. They're doing the coronavirus shit. Yo, they don't give a fuck, man. They're trying to stay in power.
Yeah, they've had it planned. They say, so
You know, that's why I say don't be surprised, if they roll out Jesus, or don't be surprised if they have a fake alien invasion, so you can believe that they beat the aliens and you have to be on their side. You know what I mean? Because I mean, for me, there's no the aliens already been here and gone and come back. They're already here. That just people who don't believe in it and don't know about projects and shit, that they're gonna just go with the flow, whatever happens. Oh yeah, no, that they defeated the aliens and we're gonna go. They're gonna say, all right, everybody come with us, and that's it. That's just like getting chipped. you know.
I mean, look at the Mormons.
Yeah.
They don't believe in shots. None of their heritage, their generations has ever taken shots. Nobody has autism. No Mormon has autism.
Right.
What does that tell you? I mean,
yeah, it's a lot of things that people really, because like I tell people, it takes time to research. It takes time to gain knowledge. You know what I mean? Like I even tell people, yo, I listen to a lot of documentaries and shit. Even though,
hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Even though it's that they throw disinformation in between, but in between there too is nuggets of truth.
Right.
You know, and you got to decipher and understand that they can't tell you the truth all the time, but what you got to do is keep it in your memory bank and know what to block out.
Yep.
So
that's why I'm always on Twitter. I'm always following people. I'm reading. A lot of that shit could be disinformation, but you got to be able to decipher and cross check your references and say, okay, this is what this happened. This is the truth. This is, and just be careful.
Yeah,
what you're saying, what you're spreading to people too.
Yeah, like I always say, mate, do your research, man. You don't believe in Project Bluebeam or Project Paperclip or Project all these projects, they're even making series of it. The Nazi hunters.
But
I don't
see,
know if
that's
you've
the
seen the
best
Nazi
form of information instead of getting your shit from. Yeah, but everybody wants to get their information from, like Sean said, Twitter, Guru, like Twitter and following people like that. All you got to do is look at history. If you do your history, learn all about it, you'll see the patterns. They're continuously the same. They don't change the patterns on how they change society. When they want to change society, they have a strategy. Look through history, my friend. That's your best source of information, because there's so much false shit, unfortunately, now that it's hard to believe anybody, man. Like, it can be the most trusting person in the fucking world, you think. You don't know his agenda. You know what I mean? It's all about you staying awake the way you think is the right way, because nobody's going to be able to tell another motherfucker how to think or feel. Uh-oh, look at the Dolphins. We ain't even going to have football this year.
That's who knows?
No football.
I don't know.
Man, look at all the colleges. How many colleges right now have players that are getting, like LSU? No, yeah, it was
LSU.
They played?
A bunch of guys in LSU. No, a bunch of them got the virus.
No.
But here's the thing: the NFL, they got resources. You know, colleges. A lot of colleges are not going to be able to keep track of all this, and they're not going to be able to travel knowing that they have to. You know, going to go from town to town now. But football, they may have to do the bubble system like they're doing with basketball. You know, where they're going to have to play in one or two cities, and it'll be weird as fuck because you know you don't want. You know, you'd like to have these teams playing in their home stadiums, but if they can't control the tests and control the viruses, the people that have it,
what the hell's going
you guys hear
on,
me?
bro?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Everybody's quiet. You know, so they're gonna have to go like the NBA. NBA is playing. Everybody playing in Orlando. They're gonna be one hotel has like certain teams, and everything's controlled. People can go in and out. They're all gonna be staying. Nobody can go in and out. They gotta stay in that. I always say it's like the Olympics. When they have the Olympics, all these countries they stay in a pavilion. Everybody interacts within those buildings or in that huge area. That's how they're gonna do basketball, and that's how they're gonna do soccer. Now baseball, I don't know.
Yeah, let me hit on something you hit about the Olympics. I saw the Olympics.
Yeah.
When was the Olympics? What, a few years ago?
Yeah.
All right. Did you see what happened when they did the ceremony?
What?
Anybody see what happened? I mean, didn't pay attention.
No.
The camera pans.
That's why I have you here.
Cameras pans up. You can search this. Cameras pans up to the flags. They're doing the ceremony beginning, and the U.S. flag falls down by accident.
What? What does that mean?
So back then, they were already telling us that U.S. is going down.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence, bro. It's not an accident happened. The fucking flag fucking came off the rope or something. Nah, they made the fucking flag fall down. I was like, damn. When I saw that, I was like, fuck.
That's crazy. It seems like you're right. It seems like we're no longer the light in the world.
I'm sorry. And I told you about the Super Bowl. Who saw the Super Bowl? That had all the kids.
Super Bowl?
Had all the kids in the Super Bowl. And the kids, I was maybe a few Super Bowls ago. And then all the people on the stands had a cardboard under their seat, I guess. And they
do that.
And then what do you think the sign they put up and made the word?
What?
Prepare. It was a big word. Prepare all around the whole stadium at the Super Bowl. And had nothing to do with the song, with the group, nothing, bro. Just the word prepare. No comments or nothing, but the commentators or nothing. I'm like, fuck, they're gonna fuck us. I was like, damn. And I know they do stuff like that for 5, 6, 7 years ahead, you know?
Yeah. You know, like I was telling Guru about how, you know, United States, we're at the, like, you know, we're not the best country. We were talking about we're not the best country in the world anymore. People think
we never were.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I was younger.
Well, we were the world's police. You know, we went and you know, we were the country that everyone looked up to.
Right.
Not anymore. Not anymore. We're like United States.
But I'm gonna touch on something also that you said about Allah. When that word Allah came up, something came up to me.
Yeah.
You know, I do some meditation, some yogas, and this and that.
Yeah.
And I was watching this underground doctor about stretching with yoga and some of the best positions. And I started remembering about
yoga.
You know how when they pray to Allah, how they kind of get down and their head
downward dog,
their head goes under your heart. When they're praying like that, you've seen them. The TV, the media will show you that picture that everybody's praying and they have their head down. See, when you have your head under your heart, it does something about circulation and it's real good for you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And then in return, the media points to the way they're doing and praying that it's bad, you know?
Right.
And now I do my stretches and I do that position so I can have my head under my heart. And I do that for a few minutes.
Right.
So
Right. Good. You got to stretch that back out, man. The one of the most important things is the back. You know, that's where your Kundalini energy is at. You know,
yeah, and stuff like that. It helps it if your head is
circulation. Yeah,
your head is under your heart when you do stretches or whatever it is.
Right.
Or yoga, you know, but a lot of people don't know stuff.
Yoga's
like that.
good. I heard yoga's very good.
Yeah,
but it's hard, man.
No, you just
But
got to
yeah,
do it. You got to do it.
You got to be
if
limber.
you're,
You got all the different moves and shit.
if you're with, you have to do what society says. You gotta fucking go to church, go to your
Right.
work, take your
Right.
kid over there, party to your kids, school, sports.
Mm-hmm.
You got time for yoga. If if you don't have Guru, I've told you this before. If you don't have time out of your day for 1 hour to meditate, that
Right.
means you need 2 hours to meditate.
Man,
If you don't have
I
time
need,
for
I
one
need,
hour, that means you need 2 hours.
I need
Yeah,
a lot of
man.
hours.
But you don't have time to do 1 hour.
Yeah.
Most people need 2 hours to meditate.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You
the whole distraction. You distracted for different things. People don't understand that you need to have you got to meditate because you don't ever give. You don't. It's like exercise for the mind.
No,
You
it's
you ha-
your soul to rest.
right. But I'm saying, like, as a muscle, your mind is always thinking of your mind is always thinking. You go to sleep, you're dreaming. You wake up, you're always thinking of negative things. Negative things are pumped into TV. Fucked up shit is happening. Like you got it. Like you said, you got to give your soul a break. That's how you meditate. You got to give it a timeout. It's like it's stopping. You know.
It's like food nourishing your
You
soul.
have to be able to enjoy life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
like
That's like the
food
problem is people do not, you're kept too busy to add time for the small things.
yeah.
Right.
So it's just like you said, meditating. If you're not into meditating, find time to go take a walk in a state park. You know what I mean? Get away from everything that is controlling
Mm-hmm.
you, because everything now, shit,
Yeah.
you got access to anything you want 24/7 because you have your phone.
Yeah.
So you're always being distracted. Who cares about what Billy Joe is doing across the universe that I don't even know? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Right.
why am I watching their lives? Because it's meant for you not to live yours. Like, as long as you don't live yours, you'll never find happiness.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
So whatever you can find that gets you that freedom to escape the bull, escape it.
Yeah.
And Sean's always working. That dude I know, he's always working.
Huh?
Like,
Yeah,
you
I'm
rarely see
having
that
my
man take
battery. I'm using
time
my old
to
phone.
just.
Yeah, he's gonna buy an island.
Huh?
Shit.
He
You
needs
gonna
to
buy
find
an
time
island?
to. You need to find time.
Who?
A Virgin
Shit,
Island
as
over
much
there?
as much as he working, he's supposed to.
Little,
St. James
Little
Little
Sean's
Island?
Island, like Epstein on by Little Sean's Island.
Little Jeff Island,
Little St. James Island.
St.
You gonna buy
Jeff's
one over
Island.
there?
Little Sean Island. Yeah. You heard about that guy that died, Steve Bing? He. Speaking of Epstein, just
Yeah.
committed suicide today. And who is Steve
Oh,
Bing? He is a very rich person. He
that's
is
the
the baby's
browser, right?
daddy for. Remember Elizabeth Hurley?
That's a browser,
You know who
right?
Elizabeth Hurley is?
No.
Huh? Elizabeth Hurley from she played the devil in a movie with Jim Carrey. Was it Jim Carrey? I forget the name of the movie. But anyway, she's a hot British actress. Well, anyway, very rich guy. He threw himself off a building today and died, committed suicide. Billionaire. And here's where it gets interesting. He gave over $10 million to the Clinton Foundation, and he's close friends with the Clintons.
10 or
Hmm.
30 million.
I wonder
They
what
probably-
happened there.
You know what happened is that they went to go lock his ass up.
Huh?
That's what happened.
I'm telling you, they started melting, man, because they don't
What
got that acid form.
Tell me what happened.
When you start melting, you can't be on. They don't need you no more. Get rid of you.
I'll tell you what happened is that they're picking off everybody one by
Tell you,
one.
man.
They're picking off everybody one by one. They know that they got the
Yeah.
information. And
Yep.
They start from the top. They start from the queen.
yeah. So they know See, these people, that's why they scrambling, man. This is why it's so chaotic right now, because they
Yeah,
own a
man.
lot of these businesses and they have connections because, you know, maybe their friend, you know, a lot of them are involved in this pedophile shit. So, you know, they're on the list to get fucked, to get fucked, you know. They're on the list, they're gonna get taken down. So what are they
Yeah.
doing? They're trying to get away. They're trying to get away, but they can't. They can't.
Yeah, man. It's just interesting. Billionaires.
I
Guy
don't
with a
know.
shitload of money throws himself off a building.
I know.
That don't make any sense.
Just to get back about the prepping stuff, man. I mean, I'm gonna prep at least for 2-3 weeks, at least whatever I can buy, whatever I can afford, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we didn't have toilet paper, we didn't have paper products. The first wave, supposedly when that's over and they do a second wave and they lock us down again, this time there's gonna be no meat available. People are gonna be getting crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you think there's going to be another
Texas
lockdown
already said they're not
shortly? I
locking
mean, or is it
down.
going to be in the fall?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Texas already flat out said they're not closing anything down again.
Yeah,
So
well,
did Florida.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Texas is
Florida
like,
should shut down. They won't. The fucking governor here is an idiot.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a
They're
Trump
saying
lackey.
the thing is they rather waste money on other bullshit than our safety.
well,
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? Like
they
that's
think they
flat
know,
out.
and we don't.
Instead of like, yo, let's.
And there was a sex trafficking ring. Angie just shared it with me on talking about other things that are going on in Houston. There was a sex trafficking ring. I mean, we you guys know we've talked about this before.
But
various podcasts and streams.
Atlanta's the #1 spot in the country. Atlanta has the #1 kidnapping for sex trafficking.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's everywhere, but that stopped. Nobody talks about that no more. Just like nobody talks about the thousands of people that were at the border waiting to get seen to come into the country with asylums. They're still sitting out there. Nobody's ever talked about them. Coronavirus came. Who knows how many of those people died? But that's not being talked about no more. Like it's always something to take your mind off of the last thing.
Yeah.
Like Dre's saying the aliens.
Yep.
That's gonna happen, but probably close to December. Before that, we might have a mini race war. Because let's be honest, right now it's an attack on the institution of racism. What do you think those white folks are gonna do when they feel threatened? They're going to
they're gonna go off.
They're gonna take to the streets and just act them rounds of shooting, and it's gonna become a semi-hate war. Like that's bound to happen. And then the alien thing
And I
try
think
to
our
unite us.
current president wants that to happen.
I don't think it's only him.
I think he wants that to happen.
I don't think it's him. I think it's a lot more than just him. What's that?
Remember that picture I showed you? I'm trying to get it in here. That's probably you can't see it. Let me put it. Let me share my screen here a little bit. But go ahead.
You guys hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Guru, do
You guys hear me? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys hear me?
You can't hear us apparently because we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you guys. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
It's breaking up though.
Okay.
You are kind of breaking up and you're frozen.
Yeah, signal's bad.
But what happened out there that I heard in last week? Cell phones weren't working.
Oh yeah, they put that coronavirus tracking thing on the phone.
That's what they did out there?
Yeah, it goes. You could check it on your phone. Go to the settings.
No,
the virus. Yeah, it's on there. If you look at your phone. Yeah.
Mine said it's not working, but I know they've been tracking us. I have Google, so
if you go on your iPhone, I saw it. Now, what is that for exactly?
See, I don't got an iPhone.
that means that they're gonna make an app, and you're gonna have this app.
But what's
So
the
you
aim
can
of this whole coronavirus app?
So you can know who's close to you that has it.
That's what China did.
Right.
China has that one app that
Right.
it's not only an app, it's a barcode. It gets scanned at certain places,
Right.
like to go jump on a train, they scan it. If it's green, you can travel anywhere. If it's yellow,
Right.
you can't. You kind of sketchy. You got to stay in the area. If it's red,
If it's
we're
red,
snatching. We're snatching.
they're gonna take you away and fucking
Yeah.
take you out back and bam,
I don't know.
putting you out like the stormtroopers in Star Wars.
Yeah, no, but that's what it is.
Putting you
But
out.
we've been
They're taking
already
you out.
tracked. We've been tracked since we got Google, since we got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you get in any of those programs, they're already tracking your phone. Like, I want to go back to old flip phone.
Yeah, I
No
want to
apps,
get rid of
nothing.
Flip phone. Aliens. Now we all believe in aliens because Angie just posted something. We all can agree, right? They exist. They've been around for thousands of years. They've been here. Hell, I think we got it in us. We got DNA in us. Of course. I think we're chromosomes, all of us. We all got part of our chromosomes. Does that believe that thing? I mean, when are they gonna come out, man? When is this full disclosure gonna finally come out? I mean,
if you're a believer, then
it's about
you know
time
it's
that
already,
they bring out information. I mean, they
You
brought
know
out the
that it's
Space
real.
Force. There's no reason they didn't. There's a reason they did that. You know, there's a reason they brought out the Space Force last year or 2 years. They built it up. We've always had. No. You need to go outside right now. We've always had the Air Force has always run the Space Force per se. They've been up there, they've been doing stuff. So now all of a sudden they're coming out of the shadows and they're actually making another separate branch. All of a sudden, why?
Yeah. And then
Why the official? And they're biting off of the Star Trek logo too. If you ever see it, they didn't have no originality.
Listen, and did you see that Netflix has a Space Force show? They're trying to play it down.
Yeah,
you know,
They're
this is
making fun of-
the thing. It's
they're
like
playing it down.
yeah, they're making it like a joke. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people that take it like a joke. You know, the thing is you know, they have to.
I mean, yeah, but there's a reason they're doing it.
Yeah, they have to bring it out because there's gonna be a point where we might get hit with like an asteroid. There might be, you know, maybe there's gonna be a battle in the sky that you're gonna see some shit go down. You know, they're gonna have to. You're gonna have to have a defense. You know, but they already have a secret space program for a long time ago. But it went rogue.
Right.
It went rogue.
Can you share that screen?
Yeah.
Quick?
Yes, sir. Coming
Just going
right
back.
up.
Just going back. It says
Okay,
there.
so what are we looking at here? SW.
What's his name?
SJW.
JW. He
Oh,
was right.
Eddie.
See, December. Oh, where's the alien thing at? September.
We got, right now we're what? Protests and riots. Solar flares of July. But you can follow that. Yellowstone. Oh, dude, if that blows up, bro, it's a wrap. If Yellowstone goes, and I don't know if you guys have followed like the Yellowstone, the meteor, the volcano. That shit is like, kill the dinosaurs type shit. That shit blows up. The skies are gonna be dark for years. Crops are gonna die. Mass starvation. Then we're talking. Now it's you better have food on hand. You better have guns. You better because the governments of the world will fall apart at that point because the whole order of things will just break.
Yeah.
When you don't have sunlight, and then you got people rioting, then you got shortages of food. Yeah. People are gonna stop working. Now people are gonna start doing things. Rule of law is gonna fall apart all because of something like an eruption like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is some of the
That's a
problem.
bad year, right? This is the calendar, dude. We're fucked. I don't know how we survived 2020.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's a crazy ass calendar, man. I don't want that calendar. Move along. Let me go 2021. That's
I'll take
crazy.
it.
That's funny. I mean, I hope that ain't true because that's like every damn anything that happened on Earth, it would happen in 2020. It was like, how many different ways can we really fuck the Earth up? Let's say, pandemic. Yep, got that. Check. What else? Riots. Keep fighting. Yup. Earthquake. Oh yeah, volcano. Yes, yes. Oh, can't forget aliens, alien invasion, and then we gotta have a fucking asteroid. That's
Yeah.
it. I don't. What else?
See,
I don't know what else you got there. I mean,
you have to.
I mean that.
It's the art. It's the art of war, bro. There's a war going
Chaos.
on right now. You know,
Chaos out of what?
I love the art of war. Love the art of war.
huh?
Order out of chaos.
Yeah, you have to set shit off.
Order out of chaos.
Yeah,
That's like that was looking at the public, right?
yeah. All these things, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
all
man.
these things. These are all false flags that they done themselves, bro. That they blew up their own.
And they
shit
knew.
themselves.
From
Yes.
what I read.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. No. I did a report on Pearl Harbor. They knew ahead of time that it was coming. They knew it was coming.
Oh yeah.
You know. Yeah, man. It's just crazy, man. I just. You also so SW SJW, you sent me something about like the Masons and the buildings. I was watching a video. You know me. I don't watch all the videos completely because I'm doing 100 different things a day. But what was the synopsis of that video? I mean, what the Masons are behind a lot of these city halls that they're building, that they've built throughout the years. I mean, aren't Masons basically the stonecutters? Some of these people these architects, and they're basically from that ancient. They're the ones that built the pyramids and all these. Aren't they from that ilk? Aren't they cut from that kind of culture, or what's the deal with that? With the Masons and all the buildings.
I don't know. All I know is that the buildings that were built supposedly in 1850, 1830, 1901, man, that's a badass looking building. But
they're amazing.
But then at that time, well, what does everybody have? A little buggy and a dirt road in 1850, and then now you got these big ass buildings with pillars and domes. Come on, you told me you built that in 1800. How come you didn't build everything else like that?
Well, I mean, look at the
That's what they call the Freemasons.
No, but they have I think knowledge, like as far as that's what they were. They are the stonecutters, the builders. They were the ones that built these buildings all throughout the world. They had this special knowledge. They had the math and the ability to create these structures for
which
1,000 years. The Masons. I'm talking about the Masons.
Mm-hmm.
The building, because SW sent us a link about the Masons and the buildings all over the United States, that a lot of these older ones, the architecture of them. I mean, the stuff like he's saying back in the 1850s, 60s, how are they building stuff like this where they were in buggies? But they've been doing this for hundreds of years. They have the ability, they have the knowledge.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
the older
I don't think there's anything.
megalithic sites are assisted with alien technology. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree. And if you watch enough Ancient Aliens, you see all that. Or I watch all that stuff, man. And of course, if you believe the pyramids are built by the backs of Jews, slaves, like pushing logs on the logs, oh man,
bro, that would, you know how long that would take to make, and like if they said it like that, nah, it ain't like that. They use a lot of. I seen the remote viewing of the pyramids. I seen the remote viewing of Göbekli Tepe. I don't know if you know what Göbekli Tepe is. Is in Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, this. Let me see.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
We'll
all
get
these sites.
Eddie back in.
I actually was watching.
Eddie, you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I was actually watching
Oh,
this one place in the Pacific, some island that they built the city, and it's basically
mhm.
impossible for them to have done it because they did it out of
Can you see me?
the rock that forms from volcanoes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I saw that one. Yeah, it was like an island, and then the rocks. Yeah, there had to have been some sort of alien technology. Yep.
Yeah, they said that rock.
Oh, no.
Basically, they were getting stuff that was for anti-gravity, like to pick up those heavy stones.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
you see, you look at my screen. You see my screen?
Yeah.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
frozen.
we see it.
Nothing. I'm gonna
You're
have to log
frozen?
out, log back on.
Jump out. Jump
That's what
out.
I've been getting
Yeah,
kicked
jump
off.
out. Jump back in. I'll add you.
I've just been getting kicked off this whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's
look.
one of a lot of us on here. To get that way.
And go
Yeah.
Beckley Tepe.
Maybe just audio only.
They have all these pictures of all these animals, and they have like giant size praying mantis sitting with the humans sitting on their lap. You know, because what they don't want to tell you is that they were manipulating the genetics of the humans, because the human species is a very special species, and they want to make their own. They're trying to take the DNA to mix it with theirs. You know what I mean? For a long time, they've been doing this for the Earth is like a bank of DNA. Okay, so they've been doing this for a long time. So even back then, if you go to Egypt, if you go there, you see the different. They talk about dimensions. They talk about, that's why they got the alligator head on the human body. They're trying to tell you the different type of aliens that were here mixing.
Yeah, that's records.
Yeah,
and
that's why the Pope wears that fish head too.
Right.
And that's why the churches have the little fish and their bumper stickers, the little fish.
Yeah, explain that.
That has to do with the alchemist and back in the day that has that fish hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they were fish. I don't know. Whatever.
Right.
Hey, Dre, check this picture out. See if this resembles anything in your mind.
What you got?
Well, what do you think it is? And then see if you can dissect it.
You gonna share it?
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
Trump in the Bible.
Another book he's never read.
The upside down one.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Why is it upside down? What's the symbolism of that?
Come on.
Antichrist?
No.
What is the symbolism of that?
Great. You know?
I think, is that the black cube? Is that what you're talking about? The black cube?
You know what position he's doing right there? That's it. So above, so below, with an upside down Bible.
Oh.
What is it again?
Baphomet?
Isn't Baphomet the devil?
Yeah, so above, so below in his hands, and then he has the Bible upside down. Bro, this is all meant, bro. That ain't a coincidence picture, and that's recent.
Yeah, that was when he fucking threw tear gas on peaceful protesters so they could take a picture of that shit.
Yeah, but hey, just to let you know, bro, it's wake up, man.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, we came from the stars. We're not from this planet. We came from right. Isn't I've heard things that we're actually like Mars got fucked up and he came over here from Mars.
Yeah, and he's right. I mean, but we have to kind of be clean so we can go back into the fifth dimension, so our other half of our brain can kind of work.
This is a prison planet, man.
Like she's saying, the native people. That's the native people here that think like that. In Australia, you have the natives of Australia that think we also come from the stars. Every like they all believe that we've come from above. It's
It's like
not saying that we came from heaven. It's just saying we've come
right.
from another planet. Like we were brought here at the beginning, probably to fucking mine all the fucking minerals, gold, everything they needed. After a while, we just
Gold, right? Gold. That's why they
started
came here.
reproducing way
Gold,
too much. You know what I mean?
Monatomic gold.
Mhm.
right? Now, why? Explain to us why gold is so important to like other aliens and in general. Why is gold such a valuable resource?
It's a great conductor. It's a great
Can you guys
conductor.
explain that?
It's 100% conductor
Mhm.
conduction. If you put 100, if you anticipate 100 into that metal, it resists 100% back. So you don't put 100 and get 90 out of it. You put 100 and 100 comes out, something like that.
Right, right.
I don't know how
Yeah,
to
no,
explain.
it has multiple uses. You could shape it to whatever you want. It's very useful. It's a big conductor for electronics. You even we do it. A lot of circuit boards and motherboards are in gold, bro. You know
Yep.
that, right?
Right, right.
You know what
Of
I'm
course.
saying? Like, yeah, they're super
Of course.
conductive, and
Yeah.
They're
and
used
then
for
yeah, so it's one of the super metals. You know, it's like copper. You know, copper too. Copper's a good
you can you can go on Amazon and go and find monatomic gold pills. It's supposed to be good for your body. It's supposed to make you live like Methuselah's, live to 700 years old.
Mhm.
Shit, the
I'm
way
gonna
this
share
thing
another picture.
going.
I want to share another picture so you can laugh.
Gold pill.
Huh? You want to feel like laughing?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Damn, nah, how about that.
Want to share that picture real quick?
I want to be like Nicholas Flamel. You guys ever watch the Harry Potter movies? Probably.
Hey
Bro,
Drake,
can
did you
you do
switch
that?
shirts?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and share it. I'll
Huh?
put it on.
Did you change shirts?
Nah.
Oh, I must just be
He
high.
has this. It's called the Sorcerer's Stone. And the stone, he's able to live a lot longer because of that stone.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You sent that to me. Yeah.
Can you read that, Drake?
Yeah, except for the
You cannot
boxes
live
on
in
Amazon.
Target.
Instead of the what?
It says that it can live on all surfaces except for the boxes on Amazon.
That and
Yeah, because
money.
by the time it gets it's
Yeah,
done, it's
yeah,
done. It's
yeah,
dead.
yeah. That's okay.
Amazon,
That's okay.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Everybody, dude. Amazon is everywhere. I don't know about you. Like, I get out every time I go outside. I see a fucking Amazon on my block. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, A Mason is not going to close down.
And
Mhm.
Soon they're gonna take
you mean
currency.
Amazon, right?
Our cash
A
is gonna be gone.
Mason.
We're not
Amazon is
gonna
A Mason.
The what?
our cash. We're not gonna be dealing with cash no more.
Oh, they're gonna change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna take that away, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I was telling Guru that I went to Chili's and they gave me an option to pay with cash or a debit. And if you pay with cash, it was going to be more for my meal. So they didn't want my
That's
cash.
crazy.
They wanted me to pay with a debit. So
They're
they're all
switching
gonna
it
go.
up.
That was
They're
here
switching.
in Florida.
Yeah, no, I believe you, but they're switching it up because, like, if you go to liquor stores or, you know what I mean, they usually give you a cash deal. If you pay with cash, it's less
Right.
expensive because of the fees they got to do with the cards. But now they're switching it up that everywhere you go, I ordered pizza and they basically told me, hey, let's not deal with it, pay with it with a card. I was like, well, I have cash. They told me to put it in an envelope outside my door.
Yeah. Well, they're going to get rid of the debit card too. The debit card's on the way out.
Yeah, it's all
Debit
now.
card,
It's going to be your phone or a chip once they
yeah,
chip us.
yeah. And
So what?
then
You're gonna use it like a phone? They
and
already got
then
like
North
Apple
Carolina
Pay.
has a company
Oh, yeah.
that you only allowed to work at that company if you get
If-
chipped. If you
Right.
decide you don't want to get chipped, you don't work for this company. And I guarantee you, they pay them real good. But you're selling your soul.
Yeah, that's what we're going, man. That's where we're gonna be at.
Did you see that new thing the NBA?
Crazy.
Which
The
one?
NBA's coming out with for the
But let me ask you something. You got, yeah, the ring. The chastity ring.
they're gonna
It's
be
like a,
putting
it's like
a
a
ring.
bracelet, right?
No,
Yeah, I saw it.
I
saw
think
it.
it's an actual finger
talk
ring.
to us, Ed, about what's do.
No, I'm curious about that. It's supposed to detect you catching it. How the fuck do they got that already? Like,
Well, it's a bracelet.
It's a bracelet. I thought it was a ring.
It's
the watch that people have now.
they have it where it's gonna track your body temperature, any kind of issues.
You're breaking off.
Well, shit. The iWatch, the Series 5, I got a 3. Oh, hello, you hear me? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
You
now.
guys hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The Series 5 iWatch would track. Okay, they track your they give your pulse and they got your rhythm, like your heart rhythm. I mean, these watches and stuff, they're getting so advanced.
Yeah.
Guys, they're already tracking us on our phones.
They're-
You guys talk about getting chipped.
Yeah.
You have a phone on you at all times. They're
Yeah.
tracking you already. They already know everything about you.
Yeah, but
you know
they
what?
don't
you
take
have
your
the
phone
watch,
everywhere.
then they
I mean,
if you
just
have
because
the,
they're not because you're getting the shot.
Yo, but if you have the watch on, they could tell. They can see how your
Yeah, but they
body
track you
reacts.
by having that watch.
But they can see
having
how
a
your
phone.
body reacts to if they send a zap. They zap your ass, and they're checking to see if you're alive or not. I mean, like, did we kill his ass? Check the iWatch.
Plus, they're just getting us ready to be robots. That's all it is. Getting you ready to be robots.
They're forcing
What
you,
happened?
forcing you.
Well, he's already there. He's in line. What happened after 9/11? Like, what big change happened after 9/11?
The airport stuff. You gotta get
That's minor stuff. I'm
You gotta
talking
take your shoes
about
off.
that's minor compared to what I'm talking about. That's small potatoes. What really popped off after 9/11? Cameras
I don't know.
everywhere. New York has
Tell us.
cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Cell phones,
That's,
the technology, the internet, the way it fucking rapidly blew the fuck up. Like all of that came after 9/11, and
what was that
Yeah.
thing that Bush passed? It was the
the
Patriot
privacy,
Act.
the Patriot Act.
The
which
Patriot
they could
Act?
spy, yes, they could spy on all of us. That's what Eric Snowden.
Privacy.
That's why he took off. Because he fucking exposed that shit, and he fucking had to take the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
But Eric Snowden's in the loop too. He's related to WikiLeaks.
Yeah, he's in Russia.
Shit, he could be in the leaks, but his ass ain't here. And
Right.
He exposed something none of us knew about. You know what I mean? Like confirmed, because everybody can have everybody can have their theories, but when something actually gets confirmed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a modern Alex Jones. Just for the information to give to the people.
A lot of people don't think racism is real.
But
that shit
Alex Jones
or Karen. Have you heard of Karen?
That nuts.
You heard of Karen?
Of who?
Karen.
The Karens?
Oh yeah.
There's the Karens. There's Karens. There's a lady in California. I've seen 2 videos of her. It's the same lady, and she just goes off on people like
the girl,
like
the girl on the
and she's Hispanic. She's acting like she's Hispanic. The lady that they found out, the girl is Hispanic, and she's talking shit like Asian. She was going after an Asian lady the first time, and the second time
I hope I don't offend nobody.
Like you're Hispanic. What are you talking about?
You're probably Cuban.
Yeah.
Probably Cuban.
No, is she Cuban? No, I don't think she was Cuban.
Yeah.
I think she was Mexican, bro.
Nah, don't even try to put that on Mexican.
I don't know. She was Hispanic.
We already get blamed for everything.
One of the rice and beans.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, you heard about DeSantis? He blamed that initially. This is one of the first. I'm breaking up.
No, you're good.
How do I sound now? How do I sound?
You sound good now.
In, out, what? Okay. But DeSantis, he mentioned that the reason the spike in COVID deaths is because of all the migrants in Florida. they were getting.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the growing season ended like,
Yeah, the Mexicans.
oh, the Mexicans, we're blaming you, Mexicans.
And it's funny
It's your
because
fault. We're all
half of
getting
the
sick. We have
half
to
of the
stay home.
motherfuckers that work at those places are from Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras. They're from
Mexico.
everywhere.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. There's a Mexican,
Right,
but there's a
exactly.
lot.
It ain't
It's
even
Central
Mexico
America.
anymore. The
It's
Mexicans are
most
like, we're not coming there anymore.
like nah, bro. It's people forget about Central America.
It's a misnomer.
Like Central America,
Right.
all fleet over here.
A lot of them are coming from not Mexico.
Like there's not a lot of Mexicans crossing that border
Yep.
no more.
Nah, they want to shit. Nah, they want to stay.
And that's the only thing
Now they're
is
chilling. They're good.
they got good. You know, a lot of American companies went over there. They're paying them good. The only reason they were coming over here is to make money to go back. If they're making the money there, they're staying. But you have Central America is flooding these. They're trying to get over here. They're at war in their countries. They've been at war. But let's not allow them in and kick the ones we have out. Let's see.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Let's see people eat healthy then. Unless you're growing your own shit, you ain't getting shit at the market because ain't no American person with papers gonna work at no damn place like that. No slaughterhouse, no damn picking vegetables, fruits. Ain't nobody doing that with papers.
Making like $5 an hour.
Shit, even if you give them $10 an hour, they ain't gonna do it, bro.
Nope. That's the other problem. People tend to think
we've been spoiled that you can just go to a supermarket and pick something up.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the dollar bill is worth 13 cents now.
Everything's going up except wages.
That's
this is just the beginning.
Oh yeah.
That's quantum. Yeah. That's what they call quantum easing. Q1, Q2, QE3, QE4. Mm-hmm. You heard of that in the financial business market?
Yeah.
See what they do with that is they give the money to the banks so the banks can give us loans for your house. So they're giving you loans for your house, but then now they own the house and now all the food goes up. Now you lose your house. So it's just a circle the way they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've been doing that. Like
that's quantum easing.
They got insurance on those.
Well,
yeah.
Like I was just watching something the other day. Like black folks that had property, and it was split like from slavery when they were given property. Man, they were getting beyond fucked, bro. Like the problem is when that slave person was given that land, he was not allowed to hand it down to his child. It goes down to every family member from then on out. There was this one family in Tallahassee that they were interviewing because they had about 200 acres, right? But there was like 50 fucking people that had little pieces of that land. Well, what one developer did, because there was people living that never left that, area, family. They stayed there. But then you have other family members that went to New York, California, Arizona. Well, when they found out they had some 3-4 acres there, they sold that shit to one developer. Well, that developer buys about 20 pieces of that property. Now he can go to court and force the remaining people to sell their property. And they were getting fucking acres for like $1,200. They were getting 10 acres, 15 acres for $1,200.
Yeah.
And they're just basically they've taken their land. Like, you know what I mean? Like people buy houses nowadays, but go ahead and miss one of your tax payments. At the end of the year, miss a tax. Miss 2 of them, and I guarantee you ain't gonna have no more property.
That's why they say a good way to get back on your feet is miss some of your car payments.
Yeah. Go ahead, do that.
Hey, Guru, let me go back. Remember when y'all were talking about
I want to do that.
George Floyd funeral, and you were talking about that. They had a closed casket, this and that. I saw some more information about that. It was also closed, but also the casket supposedly was not even 4 or 5 feet long, and that guy was like 5'11".
This is what I gotta disagree with all of those statements there, because they had closed casket when it was open to the public. The open casket was for the family members the next day. That's when they actually did have an open casket. And the casket was not 5 feet long. That shit was about 7 fucking feet long.
All right, but
it was a big
saying that online.
I'm just saying, I actually went out there, so kind of know a little bit something about that.
Why they close it?
Yeah. Huh? Because they didn't, to the public, they didn't want to have people looking at it. It was the family. It's for the family. Because when they had the family the next day, when it was just close to the close people that they invited, they had it open at that point. But why would they show them? Why would they show them on TV? Or like, you know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying people were saying that it was closed and that the thing was like a joke.
No, that's kind of more.
I think
I wouldn't do that. Anyway.
It's just that's the problem nowadays. There's too many There's a conspiracy behind everything. Like if I fucking fart wrong, was there a conspiracy because of that? Like it's just some people are trying to fish for anything. They're trying to look for
everything. Yeah, everything.
Because a lot of people ain't talking about what happened in Chicago over the weekend. Chicago had over 58 people getting shot.
Damn.
That's like every weekend.
But it got publicity now because, you know, a 3-year-old and a 13-year-old got shot, actually got killed.
Yeah.
But you can still go.
Every weekend it's like that in Chicago, man. It's like, oh, man.
No, I've been there a few times.
I've been out there. Yeah. We've been out there and
easy.
Stay away from the south side.
When I lived in, I stayed in Houston for a while. I used to run with this group called La Sombra and the Cumbia Kings and K1, and we did some trips out there, man. We had some people there from the Latin Kings, and man, we've been through a lot of shit over there.
Gangs are everywhere, man. That's one thing that this country does not have a shortage of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have gangs are big everywhere. The biggest one we have are dressed in blue. That's the biggest gang. They've always carried themselves like that. Go to Calle Ocho. Go to Calle Ocho and see them watch 12 deep through the crowd, pushing people, like not giving a fuck about nothing. But yet we pay them.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
We pay them to fuck us up. But you know, it's always been like that. It's cops always been above the law, like regardless of they're there to protect it.
Yeah, they have their own gang. You know?
Yep.
I know
they got codes. They're not supposed to snitch on each other, just like a regular gang. A regular gang is supposed to snitch on each other.
I'm trying to remember this word that I heard.
See, they're protected by the law a lot of times. They could do. A lot of them when they in trouble, a lot of them they get fired. They don't lose a job. They get away with it. What happened?
What are you wearing, Dre?
What the hell is that? Playing audio or something?
What's that on your necklace?
Huh?
What's that on your necklace? What do you got?
Oh, I got a Organite.
Oh, okay.
This is it's like a little triangle.
Dre's like Trump at when that business expo. Trump.
Yeah. I got my crystals on me, man. Ever since I started meditating with crystals, I always got like
I got my shit here too.
I got
my onyx.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, you gotta have the protection, man.
Yeah, good energy.
Yeah. So,
What was that?
uh,
Organite?
Organite.
yeah, organize. So what it does is it
Organite.
repels negative energy, and it blocks, negative energy, and like if like what bad Wi-Fi signals, like they're all over the place. Wi-Fi is everywhere. Yeah, it stabilizes the the waves so you don't get hit.
Yeah, yeah. Those are
So
good,
I'm
man.
gonna come out. I'm gonna make a foil hat. I'm gonna start
I got a
selling them
foil.
shit.
Walk around with
I'm,
them.
I
I'm gonna
got a
become
foil hat
rich.
right here.
I'm saying I'm gonna become rich.
From the wife.
They made this for me at my job.
Yeah.
Where? What is it? A foil hat?
That was that.
See, mine is gonna be between the fabric, so it doesn't look like foil. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
patent that. I'm gonna start selling it. Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Well,
become rich
all
like that,
these
so I
guys,
can go get an island and
yeah,
get the hell away from
they
everybody.
don't ever teach you about that in school, or in you got to learn. You got to look for it. If you look at the
St. Ed's
Sumerian,
Island.
they all got the bracelets and shit. They don't tell you they got crystals inside their bags, bro.
Yeah.
Like giant, crystals and
Because,
shit like
but
that.
why would they teach us that, Dre? If they're programming us to get a job, go to work, pay your bills, and
Right.
just be a machine, why would
Well,
they
Right.
teach us? Why would they teach
About
us
all
stuff
that
like
stuff.
that? Why worry about enjoying life? Go look
Yeah.
at the sunset. Go look at a sunrise. Go for a freaking walk.
Cool.
You like
Sundays. No.
what? The only
Yeah.
their way of doing it is go to a bar, go get fucked up, or go to a club.
Yep.
Like shit that has
Go
no
to
real
strip club.
meaning in life. Like
Well, hey, easy. Well, supposedly they're gonna change the whole education system. They're gonna reprogram the kids
Mhm.
now with a new, different mindset of what's really
Great. I got
going forward. They're changing everything, bro. They're changing everything.
Yeah, they're gonna
Education, business, everything.
right.
Right,
They're gonna
this-
make it half and half, like half at the house, half at school.
yeah, that's what they're doing with work too.
Yep.
Like half people gonna go to work
Yeah.
and half
Yeah,
people gonna stay home and work from home. So
I think the government's gonna give you a check for the one of the parents to stay home.
well, the only way that they've been doing that, but the way they've been doing that is to make sure you kick out the dad, so then they
Yep.
can put you on Section A. That's the way they did that
They're
one.
gonna give us another check.
Because how is it a low income family can't get housing if they're together? The only way you can get it is if you're not with your spouse.
Hey, Dre, did you see that article that came out that said that that the second stimulus check might come out August 8th?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's gonna come out. I'll tell you this, it's gonna come out before the
I
election.
heard something.
Well,
And I'll tell you this, I haven't even got my first one, so y'all can talk about y'all second one. When I get my first one, then I'll be on y'all level, okay?
yeah. So, hey, for me, right away, August 8th, Dre was like, damn.
You haven't got your first one yet? You haven't got your first one yet?
Remember
No.
about the numerology. Well, what is it? You've heard songs.
888.
88, we're bringing 88 back. What does 88 mean?
Yep.
You gotta look that up.
No, I'll tell you.
What's 88?
Hi Hitler, H8.
Yep.
So, and that's 422. Hitler's birthday is on 420. So,
Right.
But I smoke weed every day, so 420 don't mean shit to me.
oh, that's good. That's good.
Like 420, everybody celebrates it like it's so big. Like if you smoke, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
But they make it for everybody to smoke on 420 when it's actually Hitler's birthday.
Yeah, but they've been doing like the white. Like if you look at it, United States is not the only country that does not respect color people. Like that's worldwide. Like I remember being in Uruguay,
and
Right.
there'll be a few black people, and everybody would talk shit about the black people. When I went out there, I went to a store. I was 7 years old. I went there with my brother. You can ask both of them, or Dre knows my brother more. My brother looks
Mhm.
white.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have tan to me. We went to the store and we spoke to the lady because we knew her, from the neighborhood. She ran the store. She was like, oh, she told my brother, oh, it looks like you caught a tan. My brother's like, oh yeah, I got a little burnt. So me being 6, 7 years old, I'm like, hey, yeah, I got a tan too. She was like, oh, pero tú eres negro, yeah. Like she's like, well, you're already black. Like, but that's a stigmata that it's been around forever. Like people of color basically have been we've been there to work and do all the labor while they get all the profits and all and live it out like they're the ones that actually did anything to build this country or anything in any country.
Mhm.
Because South Africa, the same thing happened.
Hmm.
Like when they took over Australia, the native people got pushed out, and the same thing happened. You know what I mean? It's a culture war. As long as you can keep us separated,
Yeah.
that's division.
Mhm.
Yeah. Talking about separation, I think that's why they want us 6 feet apart, is because supposedly that 5G can kind of
Yep. Yep.
detect you if you're at least that far apart.
Yeah, and if you look at it, that 5G thing is another thing. Like, where did 5G really become popular at first? The first two places that it went
Mhm.
nationwide is China
Wuhan, Wuhan,
and Italy.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I
Wuhan,
mean?
and all the cruise ships. All the
Uh-huh.
cruise ships have
Yeah.
5 wave also.
Yeah. That was their
Right.
that was their kicker to make people get on the ship. They said, "Don't worry about it. We got 5G technology on the boat."
What about Iran? What about
But
all the shit that
hey,
happened in Iran?
Dre, but you remember,
Iran also has 5G, just to
but
let you
remember,
know.
5G cannot go
Yeah,
in
you can stay online.
or the wilderness where there's trees.
Right.
It doesn't
You
work.
do?
So now with the boats, what they tried, and that's why that one cruiser stayed offshore and California didn't let it come in. Supposedly everybody got contaminated because that was the first time they tested from a satellite shooting not a 5G, but it's a 5G in a different kind of way.
Right.
And that's how they got infected.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're fucked regardless.
Yeah, bottom line, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's just how you're gonna, whatever time we got, whatever process they got, because they're eventually gonna want
Gotta
to
go
put
outside,
chips.
right?
What you're gonna either
Stay outside.
get a chip or not get a chip. You don't get a chip, then you become a enemy of the state.
Well, you go to the pre-education camp. That's what they
Yeah,
call it.
that's AKA FEMA.
Yeah, they call it a pre. The government is calling it a pre-education. If for the non-people that are not going to accept the vaccination.
Sounds like a concentration camp to me.
But what is FEMA known for?
Yeah, with the
FEMA,
plastic coffins.
there's theories that FEMA, that's what they do, is know how to build tent cities. That's what, like every major disaster, that's when they come in to do that kind of stuff. They don't really help out.
No,
Like they,
just like a ferry, put you in a
that's,
coffin on a Geaton. Geaton.
Dre's doing some research right now.
Oh Lord.
What happened?
Yeah.
I don't-
Nah.
You
Yeah.
can see the concentration in his face.
But yeah, the
Jimmy or what?
nah, yeah, but this whole thing, it's like a double. It's like a double thing going on. The 5G. They're installing the 5G towers. Meanwhile, everybody's on lockdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard they put it in all the schools.
Yeah.
They were all around the schools before the schools started shutting down. They started putting them all around the schools.
Yeah.
Right. But from what I hear is that because China is already advanced in that, it's like we're behind, so they have to catch up. So they're not gonna have China with 5G and then the United States not with 5G because they gotta be, you know what I mean? They gotta be able to compete. or they got to be able to fight it. But
Hey, you see, China canceled orders, right? From upholstery. You know Tyson, the company, the meat company. China canceled all their like orders from them because supposedly
there's not gonna be no meat, man.
Well, China ain't taking none of it, so we're gonna have more meat for us. But they're canceling it because they said it's infected.
That's when the zombies come in.
Y'all better get y'all guns ready.
Guru, you asleep or what?
yeah, man. I think I'm gonna call it, man.
Boy. I just remember shooting the head.
Oh, it's just sounding crazy.
Right back.
Yeah, man, but yeah, we're in these rough times, man. I said everybody needs to get some walkie-talkies, some food, because you don't know what the hell is gonna happen.
The problem is the walkie-talkies don't work that far.
Yeah, but you know, you could get a high.
I got plenty of water. I got plenty of food.
Yeah. And where are you gonna find walkie-talkies? Nowadays, you can't even find that.
Yeah. I got
a walkie-talkie or a watermelon with seeds. Can't find them.
It's true.
We're gonna have to get the CBs. You're gonna have to go on eBay.
Yeah. I got C already. I've been prepped for that. I got CB radios and I got walkie-talkies.
Now you got to get a gun. Then you'll be all right.
Yeah, I got an axe and a machete. I need a bow and arrow and a gun.
Break a window. Smokey. 10-4.
It's gonna be tough, man.
This is Red Dog Niner.
Yeah, I don't if I can go to my brother now for that, but I got plenty of weapons in the house. I got a bunch of bats.
Bro, I met this one guy.
Ready to go there, Smokey 1-2.
Dre, I met this one guy through my sister, and my sister goes, "Hey, I want you to come meet this friends, my nieces, parents. No, my niece's friend from school. Anyway, so my sister said, "Come meet these people." I'm like, "Nah." I said, "You know what? I don't like being around people, you know." So anyway, she convinced me. So she goes, "Oh, come meet them." I said, "Okay." He was a retired. I ended up going over there. He was a retired CIA agent. Okay, he had a nice house. He had a very big house. This was in Naples. In Naples, every CEO of every corporation has a house in Naples. Okay, that's a fact. So anyway, so we're at this big guy's house.
Yep.
And my sister, when I talk to my sister,
some of them are in Stewart
I
too.
tell her about stuff that's going on. She's like, "Shut up, you know. Hey, what are you gonna do? I don't believe it." Da, 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 da. Okay, that was a while back. Right. Now he goes, "Okay, come meet them." I go over there. He's talking about he's hoarding bullets. He has guns. He showed me his garage. He had a lot of shit, bro. And I was like, "Damn." He said, "Yeah, Soros bought a lot of ammunition." So I started buying a lot of ammunition. And then my sister, and we were talking, bro, and he was impressed by the stuff. This was like about 8 years ago, and he was impressed by the stuff that I knew. And so we were talking and talking. My sister kind of looked at me, kind of scared, and kind of got behind me when we were really, really getting deep. And I told my sister, "Hey, I said, my sister, get away from me. You don't fucking listen to me. Listen to him." Hired CIA. She just fucking froze. She didn't fucking say shit, bro.
Oh yeah, they know.
Crazy, but yeah, bro. But
people been hoarding bullets, ammunition for a long time.
They don't make bullets no more, I hear.
I put it like this: you can only buy one box at a time.
Yeah,
and the government a few years back bought most of the ammunition that was meant to be sold to the public.
They bought them all.
Why is that? They don't want us. Yeah, they don't want you to have. You know what I mean? That's why I'm getting me a bow and arrow.
I said, well, you know, this is why we're the last of the Mohicans, bro. We're the last country that has guns, dog. We're the last country that has guns. Name another country besides like Australia, but they're done too. They're done. They got worse laws than here.
Yeah. No, it's good.
You know?
The shit's look.
Canada just passed theirs.
Easy. Look, when the shit hits the fan, you don't want to be three people. When the shit hits the fan, you don't want to be three people. You don't want to be that you need oxygen, you need your tank, you're sick, because they're gonna kill you. You gotta be able to run. If you're in a wheelchair,
you gotta be able to be mobile.
You're gonna get fucked. You're gonna be one of the first people to go when the shit hits the fan. People with oxygen,
give them a gun, give them a clip, and say that's
gone. People that can't walk, they're gone. The third people are the ones that better have guns. That's the only way you're gonna protect your family and yourself. So
Cowboys fan.
But that only is gonna last for so long that you can protect yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either you fall in line with the plan, or you're just gonna get ran the fuck over. Like real talk. That's
what's gonna happen to me. They're gonna end up firing me because I'm not gonna go to work and I gotta get fucking shot.
Right.
Yeah, fire me. You know?
Like shit. If I was able to have somewhere in fucking the mountains and the woods, give me some land to just build me a little shelter, bro, I'll be gone. I would actually leave the country.
Highland, you gotta hit the. You gotta be at a high altitude, man.
You have to go to Colorado.
That's why I want to go up to PA.
I'm going south. I'm going down south.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm going to PA.
I want to go to South America, somewhere out there, because nah, fuck that. It's too close. I'll go further. I want to go in the mountains somewhere. I'll go to Chile, even though y'all got the biggest damn alien sightings in the world.
In South America.
Well, the aliens though, you gotta deal with all those aliens.
I'll deal with the aliens.
Hey,
did you see that? Did you see that article? It was a Chilean soccer player who was playing in Argentina. He fucking said that he got abducted. That's why he was late for practice. Some Chilean soccer player playing on
I believe him, bro. I believe him. Chile has the highest UFO sightings in all of South America, bro.
I was reading that shit the other day. I was like, what?
And
wait a second.
Ancient aliens has their own. Ancient aliens has their own. They have a whole episode.
Why?
On Chile.
Because why is that? Because I think Antarctica.
Did you see that?
No, it's because there's so much land that's not. There's no people there.
It's uninhabitable. You can't live there.
There's no. You can't live in there. Huh? Yeah, it was last season. It was last season. I think this season.
But how recent was this episode?
Last season or this season?
I think it was last season. No, it was this season. It was this season because on that one in Chile, there's a mountain.
Did Giorgio go down there? The fucking it's aliens guy.
No, they were just doing a whole report on it because there's a volcano in Chile that is always being monitored, and they actually show on the footage of an object flying into the volcano.
Right.
Like I saw that one on Ancient Aliens. What you doing?
Look.
Oh, I was trying to get
season 15, episode 3. Look at my screen.
Are you there, Guru? Hey, I'm gonna probably head out, man. But I don't want to leave you. I want to leave you with huh?
Breaking up, Guru.
All right. Yeah,
I want to leave you
with some knowledge.
I want to leave
us with some knowledge
about
leave us some knowledge
about able to think a little bit properly to help you make decisions. And one of the things is, of course, you all know, stay away from fluoride. And what's helped me is this. You ever heard of this toothbrush? It's called Ionic. Okay, you don't have to use toothpaste, but you can get a toothpaste that's organic or something that you make. But it's really just you just
Okay.
you click the button, this metal part, you have to
Right.
wet it. You put water on it. You push the button to make sure it works. You don't have to push the button no more. But you wet this and your finger, and that's all you need. And it fucking takes anything that you have around your mouth. It repels. It's ionic. It's a particles, positive crap. It's only like $25.
Mhm.
I've been using it for maybe 4 or 5 years already.
And you don't use toothpaste. You don't use any kind of toothpaste. And you
I
use
used,
toothpaste.
I used some organic toothpaste. I used to make my own, but
You don't use toothpaste for that.
huh? Nah.
Hello.
And you don't even have to brush your teeth for about every 2-3 days. You don't need to have fluoride every fucking day. All you need is something like this. If you want to put some toothpaste, of organic or other shit that you make, yeah. But bro, $25,
Yeah. I haven't been brushing with fluoride for years now.
bro. It's only $20, bro. It lasts like for about 6-8 months. It's fucking badass.
You know what I just bought too? I bought the carbon toothpaste that's black. Have you tried that?
I heard about that one.
No, but I got a toothpaste that's black too, but it has more neem oil.
Yeah.
See, I need to get with Paul, because Paul, I forgot you guys were mentioning that he knew about a lot of healthy stuff, because I gotta change the way I eat and a lot of shit, man. Like I'm starting to grow my own vegetables and all of that stuff. Like I don't even want to buy nothing from the store or anything. Like that's why people got to be more self-dependent. Like
Yeah, you can buy stuff from the store, but just kind of be cautious. Anything that's in a package, it's no good, man. I don't care if it's goddamn lettuce or a tomato in a package. It has to be from a farmer's market or organic. Even though organic's gonna have chemicals too, but it's not gonna have as much.
Yeah, because that's what I was telling people. Like people that everything has chemicals. Like you can, unless you're really growing it yourself. Like really growing it yourself, if you're buying it, it's gonna have. Even when you're growing it, you have to. You know what I mean? Unless you do a lot of fermenting on your own, like. But you gotta actually put the time to do that. You know what I mean? And like we were talking about earlier, they keep you so damn busy that you don't got time to do none of that shit.
Bro, I got filters in my shower. I got filters for my water that I drink. Oh man, there's just a lot of stuff that you can do, you know.
Yeah.
But send me your email, or better yet, Rico or Guru. I sent them an email today.
Yeah.
With a bunch of graphs of poster boards that I've collected for the last 8-10 years, man. It's like about 50 information boards. Send it to him.
Yeah, if not, send them my email. You know, both of y'all got my email, so.
Yes, somebody send me his email and I'll send them all those boards that I sent you. And hey, just look at them and read them. You don't have to believe them. But
no. I honestly, I rather get whatever information possible, and you know, I'll start doing my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I watch Fox News not because I believe what the shit they say. I want to hear the shit you know what I mean? I want to be informed on what they're spitting at me. I watch all of it.
Yeah,
I watch all.
Yeah, I try to stay away from the TV. The only time my TV turns on is if I'm watching a golf or a football game. It's the only time.
Damn, so that TV ain't gonna get used at all this year.
Not mine.
Yeah, I was watching shit NASCAR today. I was like, shit, sports, something.
There was NASCAR today?
Yeah, they had Talladega today.
Yeah.
Damn.
Me too.
Yeah, shit, they had soccer on today. European, AC Milan.
Yeah.
They had that shit on too. Like they're bringing it. Like Slowly but surely, bro. Everybody's starting to move again.
Probably the weekend.
But yeah, just gotta get ready. That's all we can do. And when it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yep.
people
All
think
right,
the
you guys hear me?
aliens ain't gonna come mess us up. They would have been did that.
Nah.
Well, my understanding,
Y'all hear
my
me?
understanding for the aliens is they cannot
Yeah,
they
got
cannot
this in
harm
place.
us.
They need to.
Yeah, nah, they're not gonna if they wanted to harm us, they would have harmed us when we were like fucking cavemen. That's when they
Yeah.
right now we have the technology, we have nuclear bombs and shit. We could fuck their ass up. I mean, they got better technology, but we would be able to defend ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. The minute we got the minute we made the atomic bomb, it was like, all right, now they can't fuck with us.
All right.
Before then, we were like, okay, now we got. Let's
You see the virus? The viruses we can
talk about
create.
this. Let's come up with that.
If you really, the aliens really wanted to fuck us up, you don't think they could come up with a way better virus?
Of course.
Put it on everywhere around, and we just die like that. Like they don't even have to go to war with us. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't think they're here for that. If you know what I mean. The day they come,
it's all about control, man. It's all about control.
If you have aliens attack us, it's most likely
Jeremiah.
it's not gonna be aliens that are attacking us. It's us pretending to be aliens attacking ourselves.
Right, Guru, share my my screen. I wanna see if Easy feels like laughing. Did you get it?
No, he hasn't. I haven't seen it.
You ready? You ready?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is funny.
Oh,
And they're off.
it's just funny as hell.
Wait.
Out of the gate, it's coronavirus, followed closely behind by Wuhan-style lockdown. On the outside, working hard against the curve. Social distancing got off to a slow start, but he's now neck and neck with the curve. On the inside, it's followed by trusty experts. As they pass the border poll, 18-month vaccines working hard to get past Plaquenil. Dr. Track of the leaders. Stimulus plan is signed. They enter the backstretch. But out on the outside, here comes economic shutdown. Open by Easter. Gets battling out as they head past the half-mile pole. Distance learning stumbled out of the gate, and it looks like he won't be able to get back into it. Not his day today. Together, except for my bank account, which is way back of the pack. He might be injured. They might have to pull him up. Toilet paper is nowhere to be seen. He's lost in the pack. As they head
Toilet paper's out.
He's lurking 1.5 lengths back. It's a tremendous, folks. I've never seen anything like it. And now, cure worse than the disease is starting to make his move.
Hell no.
Social distancing is holding him off. Economic steps still so strong. He knows enough to cure worse than the disease. And on the inside, here comes Dr. Fauci, and down the stretch.
Come on, baby.
Dr. Fauci.
Yeah. I know Fauci.
Fauci's trying to keep pacing with 1 furlong to go. It's economic, social distancing, and Dr. Fauci. And as they come to the wire, it's, oh my God, it's no one fucking knows by a head.
Nobody knows.
Oh, that was good. I love that
That was
video.
a good one.
Good way to end it tonight, boys.
Global pandemic working hard against flatten the curve.
Sorry.
Where's Fauci at?
He's in the bunker. They got him on lockdown. They don't want him talking. Yeah, they don't want him talking. Trump said, I'm tired of you.
The cure is worse than the disease.
The cure is worse than disease. Social distancing. Well, boys, I think we're going to call it a night. Did good. 2 hours. We're coming up on 2 hours, so I think it's time for us to say good night.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, tomorrow night, we know we got our podcast, so we'll be talking about some interesting stuff.
Send Send me an email. I'll send you that email so you can see that stuff about food, man.
Definitely. Hey, one of y'all too. Y'all got my email, so please do me the favor. Send it to
Buccelli 6.
See, you know,
What is it? Buccelli.
why do we got? You know, we're talking
Oh,
about.
I can't give it to you.
Announce it. Why don't you just say it all? You fucking dick shit.
Hey, don't. Hey, his.
Yeah, but I didn't say where. It could have been any number. It could be any
There
number.
ain't that many numbers, motherfucker.
Hey, but you got to
famous now.
change your name on your YouTube on the go.
I already know, but I really don't even give a damn about that shit. I'm just like I said, them motherfuckers follow me everywhere I go, anyways.
Oh god.
All right, man. Someone send me an email.
All right, boys. All right, we will.
Hey,
Good.
Guru, I'm gonna send you the ancient aliens on
Chile.
Yeah, I'll send it to you too.
Yeah.
Nah, I watched it. I watched it, Drake.
And I'm gonna listen to that.
Okay,
I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that intro, Dre. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh yeah.
Mama
you
G said
haven't
it
heard
sounds
it.
pretty good.
Yeah,
What'd you say about me?
I said, what did I say? Hold on.
That you're awake,
Guru.
fall asleep, chat.
Guru watching videos. That call me like Guru watching videos. You never watching videos,
No, I said,
let Guru.
Let Guru pick your mind. That's what I said. Let Guru pick your mind.
Yeah, like pick your mind.
All
All right, fellas.
Y'all be good. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, have a good night. We'll see you again next week.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.